All right. We are live again. Yeah, I think I'm going to remove the Firefox audio. I really do want to keep the Firefox audio in there. I need to figure out why I actually can't hear my stream alerts. I haven't been able to actually hear my stream alerts since I started restreaming, or streaming in general. Unless the monitoring is not set up. No, monitoring device is my headset. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, that should be it. Let me go back to my overlay. You guys can hear me in here. Yeah, where is donation goals? Streamlabs alerts. Control audio via OBS. Okay. Monitor and output is on. Okay, test. Evening? Morning? How's it going? Yeah, so we can definitely hear OBS. I'm going to go into Streamlabs real quick and see if the alerts work. Alert box. Just follow. Nope. Why is it not monitoring? Looks like the sound is coming through. I can see the alerts here. Yeah. What the hell? No, yeah, why won't you monitor? Monitor only, mute output. Monitor and mute. Ah, okay, it's not going out to the, Okay, awesome. Excellent. We might be making a Linux streaming rig today. I have my hardware set up. I'm running into issues. So annoying. Let me go to a more chill part of this. So Antics on the Discord, who has same CPU as I do, like same CPU. He's running a 2080. I'm running a 3070, fairly equivalent hardware. And for whatever reason, he can run 4 clients, no issue, for testing purposes. And I'm getting this weird GPU issue. And I really think it is this background removal, all the NVIDIA broadcast stuff. So I'm now on the fence of whether I want to set up a second Windows box for it, or if the second streaming PC would be probably Linux based. The only thing is I really still kind of need the NVIDIA tools because it is good at removing things. I don't really have a green screen anymore. I don't really have the space. So it might become a second Windows box, or I might kind of set it up to dual boot. I'm not sure yet. But either way, I just need another rig that I can run a couple builds on. And because I still have the house server, which is a Linux box, it does have a 1060 in it, so it wouldn't be a bad one to kind of get set up. Right now, it's just sitting in the back corner of the living room until we move. But I do need to find a way to kind of give myself a little bit more resources so we can push it a little bit more. Today, I've been playing around with Kubernetes, and I have everything all set up here. Check it out. I have my Kubernetes cluster, and I have the Agonist game server set up with a cluster IP as a load balancer. This was 3 hours ago. And I don't really have a binary. There's nothing running here. This is just set up as a service for testing because I want to just make sure that this is all running. Right now it's just running in a VirtualBox driver. So it's technically just running here in my, with VT-D and full acceleration turned on. But, I hate VirtualBox. I don't know why. It's just not a fan. Either way, this is our little Agonist instance, and I'm going to be actually, putting on bare metal. Hello, what we're doing? Just furtherly playing around with the services, the Agonist game server that I had configured is what I'm doing. I have it all kind of running on the. Let me close it half of this stuff that I have running here in the background. Watch Agonies. Agonies is amazing. Agonies.dev. Host, run, and scale dedicated game servers on Kubernetes. So it pretty much does all of the cluster. So you set up your cluster, which I've done already. You set up Agonies, and once you get, so I have Agonies set up with Helm, then you can actually create your game server for the cluster. So a Kubernetes cluster, so you give it a whole UDP port range, right? So 7,000, 8,000, so it'll open on each node, right? So you can use WSL, but I'm not using WSL right now. I probably should have. And for the test, I have this simple game server, which is just pretty much a game server written in Golang, and all it has is some basic RPCs, like this basic protocol test, just send some health checks, connect to a specific player. It doesn't actually do anything. It just send a command, get a response, right? Send a command, get a response. It's just like the socket server as an example, right? But it has some C++ examples, some literally examples for everything. right? It has a Unity example for running a Unity server. It doesn't matter what you're running, right? You're just building a Docker image, and then you're just running it, right? That's the idea, right? So it'll just create simple Unity server with an ID. It'll run it. It'll bind it to a port, and it'll set up the port forwarding. So the idea is that the YAML script, works in correlation with the executable. So, for example, I would have in the command line properties of the dedicated server, I'd have the IPs, not the IP, the port that's going to be running on, as well as the configuration, right? What PCM or PCK file is going to be running, what resources, and the idea. It's not as chill as. So the idea is that, it just fetches the latest build, it fetches the resources that it needs, it just spins it up in a Docker container with the configuration. So that way the port that is used for the Docker or for the Agnes service will be forwarded then and used with the running of the executable. So that'll run the node, return all the output back to Agnes, and then the servers are launching. I rallied myself up to work on some more of my projects. Hell yeah. Hopefully my effort will promote some motivation, although sometimes I don't feel like I'm putting in that much effort, but I don't know. But this is and I have no proof that this is still going to be perfect, but I think it's going to work, So then we have our age, and then the idea then is we write, this is kind of, because all these work in a cluster, right? And they have their own kind of a communications backplate, whatever you want to call it. They can communicate with each other. So what I want to do, and then I'm going to relaunch that dashboard real quick. Let me go back into Agnes. So what we want to do is here inside the client SDK itself, we are going to build the functionality. I'll get the 64-bit version and start my own space game with blackjack and hookers. Let's go. Let's go. So I want to have the servers itself self-aware of Agnes. So what I want to do is build a management platform in C# that manages Agnes and has the capabilities of spinning up and spinning down servers automatically. So game servers communicate back to Agnes what the intentions of the players are, which tells the backend, hey, spin up another virtual machine if it needs one, and scale appropriately. And then, equivalently, the servers, when they run, will already have what they need to register their own all their things. But what I would like to kind of be able to do is be able to keep track of not just the age, especially for the economy servers. I want to be able to only have a single living economy, but I want that economy to also be redundant, so to not necessarily crash, and I want to simulate it, also as a Godot project. So we want to be able to just look at the status of the servers that's running and look at the memory, be able to maintain state, what's the TTL of the server, how bad is the CPU, how much memory, and the idea is that we if in a worst case scenario, it'd be wonderful if we could build an architecture that allows a player to connect to both the game server and some type of replication. Doesn't matter what it is, just some external state that a player can be connected to. And in the event that we need to pull a server down, we can temporarily suspend the player without necessarily disconnecting them, pull the server down, kill it, and or just, if anything, if the server's getting old but it's still functional, save all those players, spin up a new one, and then do a reconnection. But either way, the ability to just dynamically kind of like, you know, the server's been running for X hours. As soon as there's nobody on there, it just kills itself and kind of keeps all the servers fresh that are running for each of the universes. Is kind of my idea, and it'd be the same thing for the economy server. It'd be really cool if after a certain duration of time, a new economy server gets like spawned and it takes over authority. So like it just you know, it quickly kind of syncs to the current running economy server. So it has like, you know, kind of things are all good, and it can kind of let the original economy server kind of die off. And once again, just trying to keep all the services, you know, fresh, and you know, so that we don't have a million memory leaks slowly creeping in, and you know. So that's kind of the idea. So create game server, do some tests, you know, connect to it, throw in some raw, you know, socket commands, get a response back. But yeah, so you can create like a fleet auto scaler, right? And these will all just run. So that's what we're looking to do, is to be able to see like what we can do on the infrastructure side of things. And this doesn't have to be a thing right now. This is just early experimentation. I hate that Twitch closed the stream on phone when it kept audio on. So that's like what I need to research over the next while. And that's why I want to set up the secondary system for either... I might do another Windows streaming PC, because I think if I do a Linux box as a secondary Linux box, I'm really still not going to use it that much. It's still not going to be beneficial to me. Do Kubernetes auto load balance? Do what? Yeah, I mean, it depends. You can run anything on your cluster. Right, yeah, so like, you know, having like health checking. That's the other thing too, like if a server doesn't respond, you know what I mean, we just kill it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. Because there is an auto scaler. Right, so service provides a webhook fleet auto scaler service used to control the number of game servers in a fleet by a replica count. Right, so example flow: a fleet with 100 replicas, game servers are created. 70 game servers got allocated with no scaling. One more server gets allocated, so we have 71 allocated game servers. So a fraction in a fleet is over 0.7. So we're scaling by a scale factor, which results in double the fleet size. So the fleet now has 200 replicas. So we're using an allocated port. Yeah, so 22 game servers were shut down. Now this count of game servers is not in an allocated state, and thus our allocated part is less than 0.3, so the fleet got scaled down. Fleet now returns to 100 game server size. Oh cool, there's a gRPC C# client. Multi-cluster enabled. So Agonist provides an MTLS-based allocator service. Okay, so we can do it over assigned a CA. Okay, it's a TLS 1.2. Game server allocator custom resource definitions depend on your architecture. Requirement to do multi-cluster allocation. Prefers SSL-based authentication over the Kubernetes RBAC. Warning. So the parameter used to automatically replace a certificate change in Agnes. Another approach is to replace the default TLS certificate with a certificate with a CN or subject at name. Okay, yeah, because we could just use internal self-signed certificates. There's so much to learn. Work-wise, a free tier you could test out for like bits and giggles. I have a Minecraft server up since 2 years now. How much? This is a sample solution to enable allocation endpoint proxy in front of a GKE Agnes cluster. So you'd have a matchmaking service which runs in the cloud. Service ISP1, service ISP2, or ESP service IP. Read the environment values. Read the service manager account. Oh yeah, so we're just using JW, which gives us the JWT token to each of the clusters. Then that JWT token is then used for the access check. This is a Galog API, but with Unforgiven Space Economy. Yeah, that'd be cool. So yeah, this is what I've been playing with most of the day, while I'm also debating what to do. Let me make sure my YouTube. Let me make sure the YouTube is live. Is live, right? How much? Like, so you have it running? You have 2 Minecraft servers, or you have a Minecraft server up for 2 years on a free tier? That's pretty awesome. So I was playing around. Oh, Antics, did you see how simple the vehicle code is? Check it out. This is all of the code you need to run a vehicle controller. Just a steering angle and an acceleration input. And you just set which wheels do what. This is my little test scene. Or I have a little camera. And this is so dumb because it literally does all the work. I have the camera lurking a little bit behind this vehicle that I've created. And keeping aligned to the up angle. But it's so crazy how simple this actually is to get going. It literally just has like all the spring support and everything built into the wheels. You just literally create a vehicle wheel 3D. Question, would that be a good vehicle controller that would work for racing and drifting? I don't know about drifting versus a hovercraft controller, but it's like my thought process is if I can make this work in multiplayer, which I've already done, in like a few minutes, and it works fine, and because you can add friction and and it's just a physics material, it can be as drifty. Yeah, it's kind of cool. What I had to rely on, it takes care of all that. You just set how you set the wheel parameters and set how cushiony it is. And like I've seen people like trying to add wheel forces and all that stuff. You don't have to do any of that. So you do need it to have wheels because it's the wheel definitions themselves. If we look at the wheel here, right in the wheel, we can say this is a steering wheel. And then the other one, this is steering. And then the back two, this is traction, right? And then under the wheel suspension, you can set the travel and the stiffness, as well as the max kilograms per meters per second in newtons. So you can set like the suspension force, and then the compression and relaxation values, normalized value, I think between 0 and 1. You only stream at 380p? No, it should be. We should be at source, 6,000 kilobits per second, running at 60 FPS. Yeah, it should be 1080p 60 source. You guys like my Winamp? I solved my music problem, and I also got a little bit of nostalgia while I was at it. I miss Winamp. Winamp was such a cool. I turned off like the equalizer because Oh yeah, absolutely. Not the Unity code. This is going to be for a tutorial series that I'm going to do. So eventually I want to start doing videos, and interestingly enough, you're already a Patreon. So I mean, there's no joining Patreon to get access to the source code. You're already there. Grab the camera too. So what the camera does, the camera has a target mount, which is a node inside that we're referencing, as well as the ship itself. So you want to keep the camera tracked separately because it's multiplayer, and all we're doing is interpolating. You can change it to be a little bit less or a little bit tighter. Not really. We're just lagging behind its original global position, and then looking at the target. So that's all you need, And then the configuration. Grab this one here as well. So these parameters, these are all default. Like the mass distribution is like standard, right? And just all you have to do is add your wheels, and you don't need meshes on the wheels either by default. They're just I just added them. So you just all you need to do is define this. So this is just save a screenshot of this aspect, because that's how you determine which ones are steering, and you don't have to do any of the angles or anything. Like it automatically knows that if these are steering, it automatically turns them. It's really good. Like it's a good controller. And the arrows are not are the the force of the actual spin. So hopefully that helps. Like if I turn off tracking, because that's why I added the tracking pool. Right? Like I don't think this is that bad. Ignore my terrible, like, I think. Like, I flipped it. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. You know, like just to get a buggy going. Like, and the weight distribution is pretty accurate. Be able to spin it out and kind of give it a lot of force. It will cartwheel. I'm gonna need a lot more backward force. There we go. Alright, so in my attempt to get productive and not be an amazing entertainer, I'm going to start setting up the other machine. I'm going to take you this ride. Because I have this $500 stupid capture card that I've never used. Like, it is literally like overkill. These are actually great. It's a StarTech brand. It has every capture like thing under the sun that you can imagine. Like it even has all these bright light containers. You know, like everything imaginable. Have you ever did an FPS to car controller? How's that done? I would chicken out and not do anything but I'm doing in Unforgiven space and use a remote transform. How do you shift? You just change. You change the camera target to be not the player anymore. You change the camera target to be a new node you placed inside the inside the car, right? So what I do in Unforgiven space is I have a node with a where you sit in the seat. And I have a node on the head, like where the eyes are, and I can, that's how the free cam works. I can switch it, right? Because there's only ever one actual camera in the scene, and you're just changing those references, right? Excellent. Now I have picked up a longer one of these. Hoping I can find the driver and that the driver doesn't crash. Because I'm going to actually put up the second screen. Once I find an HDMI cable. What did I do with that other? I had a really long USB 3.1 connector. I found it. We're making the second streaming PC. It's going to help you run more builds of the game because we need more builds. I need to be able to run this on We need to automate the builds. Wow, this has never been opened. Hey, Epic, how's it going? Don't you have a lot of hardware? Yeah. I don't have space for a lot of hardware that you can use for capture cards. Winning, like for running builds, you mean? And even the stream? It is alive. What do you mean, antics? Yeah, so I just need to get an HDMI cable. And then we'll do a. Oh yeah, that's what I have set up. I'm going to use the Intel 10700K build. Hey, Jolt Jab. Welcome. I'm actually building a streaming PC because we need more builds for the game to run, and that's where we are with it right now. Is I need to test more stuff for multiplayer, and to do that I need to organize things. Did you sell? No, that's the build I am actually going to sell, I think. And just keep the Intel one for now. And the reason I want to keep the Intel build, even though it's kind of old, is that motherboard has 2 NICs. It has a 2.5 Dragon, and it has the 1 gigabit Intel Pro. So it wouldn't be a bad server, build. And it is pure ITX. It's not M8ATX like everything else. So I think when I move, I'll take that one and I'll throw it in a rack case. And throw it. You're building a computer. Yeah, I'm going to actually hook it up to my capture card here and go along. I'm still on the fence of where we're going to do a grab one, fix the floors. That's exactly it. I'm making a machine that's probably going to become my streaming PC, because right now the issue is I'm using RTX Broadcast to get rid of the background and all this stuff. And it means that OBS right now is using like 20% of my GPU. But it's not just the 20% of the GPU that I'm kind of worried about. It's the... I have two 3060 Ti's, two 3070s. A productive RAM is a good RAM. So that's kind of what we're doing today, as well as testing some deployment things. How was your stream, Jolt Jab? What were you working on? And for those that are just coming in from Jolt Jab stream, my name is Revere. Jolt's been here before. I'm working on a space epic called Unforgiven Space. And we are currently in the process of getting everything into this build and finishing the authority for multiplayer. And I'm hoping that this Sunday night's Patreon build will actually be 2 builds. There's going to be this build that's finally going to be offered that has all the art, and will be have all of the Unforgiven system stuff integrated into it. It was good. I'm making a little robot too, learning the basics of 3D development, how it works in Godot, especially things when making characters. That's awesome. So we need to go and find an HDMI cable real quick. And once I grab an HDMI cable, I need to grab a driver, and then I can do everything else. Like you guys will be able to see it, because the whole point of hooking this up is so that in camera, because it should pick up. I might need to pick the other. No, you're gonna be like that. Anyway, I'll be back. Hey, thanks Epic for the tier 1. I'm doing pretty good with the game. So I'll show you in a bit, Epic, where I am with it. But, graphically, it doesn't doesn't seem anything, but it's got all the systems that I do. Alright, so I just need to get a power cord. Imagine having a working database, DB database, is that what you mean? I just got a huge spark plug in that thing in. So, let me go in and grab the driver for this thing. It's I have this thing, and I've never used. I literally have never used it. I have so much shit here, and I remember there being it was actually a better driver, because it's based on a C media chip. It was actually a Japanese driver that was more stable. Yeah, we have a Discord bot that's in over 2,000 to 3,000 Discords. It's why if I go to Discord, I actually have in my profile right here, early bot developer. And if I communicate with that bot, it's in 2,400 servers right now. And it's a trading bot for, you know, information in Star Citizen. No, I'm not restarting the computer. Now, that normally installed a viewer. Otherwise, I'll need to just add it to OBS. And I probably might. Let's go in and see if I can grab it here. This is USB cap. Now, what's funny? You gotta head out BRB. I actually can't see this thing. I can only watch it through the capture. So I have no idea. At least it's running Windows. So that's a good. Let's go see if I have. Yeah, because this was my old computer before I upgraded it. And what I want to do is find a way to preview it, so I can both use it. Because I don't think I have it on Parsec yet. I love hanging a bit more, but I gotta work. What I gotta work, stuff to do, Rev. You and Alex have a good one, we'll catch up. Hell yeah. Yeah, let me go and stop this. And I have the camera should pick that up. I hate the Microsoft camera, man. Cameras being used. Yeah, that's why we have 2 cameras. Don't deny me access to other cameras. What's funny though, thinking of open source, we should be able to actually open a capture device and actually just pick this, and we'll do it direct show, and we'll do no audio, and we'll do device properties, and we'll just hit play. And then for our video encoder, just see if this works. Check it out. Kind of funky. Not quite right. Maybe because it's the aspect. 16:9. There we go. Cool. So now I have a live feed to what you're seeing and what I'm seeing. And what is it? What does it have microphone effects? So why not have Wi-Fi? Do I have Parsec? Let me bring this over here. And I'll leave the game up for the time being while I'm actually trying to fix this. You guys over here. Have you been giving rolls on Galag? The bots are down, so nobody can get rolls. I haven't been, no. I'm pretty sure Unicorn has just been setting them. Oh my god. Parsec doesn't have tab support. I'm literally just trying to tab over to share the screen because I don't have a mouse. You know, like I have nothing plugged into this thing other than the capture card. And that's what we're actually feeding here. I'm just feeding in this capture card, which is amazing. I really should start using it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the house server, plug it into the streaming PC, and then just run another network cable off of this one. So it'll have a 2.5 gig direct connection either to my PC, like I'll either like connect through it to the internet. Yeah, I don't see... Oh, it's here. I got it. Got it. Okay. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so this was my old computer before I bought the new computer. And what is this? What is this using? For oh yeah, Antics. Remember when this was all the storage space I had? Like 500 gig SSD boot, you know, 1000 or 100, 900 gigabytes. Yeah, see, I think this will work perfect. We're just running on 4. I only had a 2060, you know, before I got into crypto, and I was lucky, you know, that I actually got that. This one's a 10700 with a 3070. I have the better 3070 in this computer. Right, this is my other 3070. Oh, the only thing is I don't have the. What did I do with the other RAM? This one has 16. The other system must have more RAM. Maybe. Hey, but either way... Wait, I have another build. We just had to put them on the network. Cool. Alright, that's good. Yeah, because I should be fine to just use these on their own with all I'm doing, I'm just going to reconnect to the server, and then we're going to do a server builds folder. We're going to map this as our storage drive. Yeah, so all we need to do is have our builds run on storage, projects, games, and then we'll do a builds folder here. Okay, so let me go in. And get Unforgiven space going. And I'm sorry, this is kind of boring tonight. Normally I'm deep into the development, but this is kind of a part of the process, you know? Whenever I have time to stream, I have time to work on the project, so we do both here. And at least you get a true picture of kind of what needs to be done. And now let's do... Just make sure our build exports are back to normal for menu. And now let's do a build. Now what we'll do is for the Windows build, we'll do remote builds. So they'll go on the S drive, under projects, games, builds, do. I was going to call Unforgiven systems. Yeah, I think it gives out Space Trucker. Alright, we'll just see how slow those builds are. What's great about this is I can just bring the parsec over. You know what I mean? Like the parsec is right here. so like once I have, you know, this all going, although like this DPI is absolutely terrible to stream on for 1080p. Let me just do 120. Why did I put it there? I don't have it mounted. That's fine. Oh my god, what is this running? What SSDs in this? Oh, I'm on Wi-Fi. That's right. Okay. Host. Going. Everything is nice and performant, and we're good. And weapons, so we can pew pew, and life is great. And now let's go over to the parsec, and we're gonna join in. Yeah, see, now we can at least have 3 players, and have those other players be literally different clients. But I still need to find a way. I think when we do a build script, I'll make a watcher on the server that like when a new build is detected and it's like finished, then we'll like kind of pull down and like auto run it or something. It's pretty cool, man, like with the PDA. Yeah, I'm really satisfied with the little cell phone. Like how it looks in multiplayer. Yeah, super satisfied with that. Yeah, excellent. So now we can run those builds. And we should be able to run a couple of those on this PC. Yeah, so that gives me my 4 clients that I need at a minimum. So now we have a team of 4 of us here. All right, good. That's enough of that. That's all I needed to know. Is that cool? We can now use that. to do all the testing. That is exactly everything that I needed. Yeah, hell yeah, because I still need to fix the. I gotta fix the ship gravity. That's gonna be the focus, I think, of tomorrow. Is the gravity compensation system, like whatever the value of gravity is. When a ship registers, it just automatically knows which thrusters it needs to kind of fire to compensate. So the ship kind of is perceived in gravity as really not being affected by gravity, but it is as soon as that thrust output, goes. And if the thrust output is still not enough at maximum, because we just have a gravity vector, and if you just can't, you know, create enough force in the opposing, with what the thruster is going to output, then it still won't fly, but it'll be good enough for the NPCs to be stable. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything over here. Epic messaged me on the old YouTube. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So I think the deployment, I think my egg and stuff is going to be fine as well for today. I think a lot of that I'm satisfied with. We're soon going to be in Artland again. Yeah, and this is all fine. We just need to get this. Yeah, we just need to give it the configuration that it needs for the executable. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, so with everything set up, all we need to do is get the Docker container working now with the build. And we won't do that until we get an actual, like, the server set up. I gotta use the washroom, guys. I will be right back. Yeah, because it's already normalized. What do I have it set to? So be. Yeah, it is plus the new force. So force due to gravity, mass times gravity. So mass times the gravity vector. And then add it. Which is 0 greater than 0. Just make sure that the ship is actually entering gravity and it's registering correctly. Okay. Hmm. So we're not resetting the gravity when we leave. So when we're exiting, okay, so we're clearing the gravity area of reference. Yeah, this can be null. Hmm. Yeah, why is the visual cursor even activating here? Nice and chill, Raph. That's a confusion. Alright, so it really doesn't want me adding those timers in with just code. Yeah, it doesn't really matter really. Fusion, what do you think of my media player? I fixed my everything running like crap. Or just, you know, going old school. Yeah, so it was the AI and the shield. Can't see the tape deck. You remember, like, didn't we make the tape deck? Like, I thought we made a tape deck at one point. Like, I thought I already, like, did that. I know I made one for the ship. It wasn't a Walkman, though. Yeah, and apparently they took our Reddit away from us, and I had to remake it. I think we need more followers on the subreddit. I want to start posting media there. I'm gonna crash this out. No, yeah, it's just being weird. Let's put this stuff away. Goodbye, Godot engine. Yeah, it's so dumb that this... Wait a second. What is a timer? A node? And what does ship AI actually extend? Yeah, why don't we just extend the timer? And then it can be its own timer node. Well, then it is its own timer, because it's just a subsystem. It's not a 3D thing or anything. Okay. Yep, NPC AI is a timer. Oh, but this one isn't. maybe not. No, maybe I'll just add the timer. And we'll just keep it called timer. Oh yeah, we weren't gonna do that anyway. We're just gonna export it. Why is it doing that? Giving up on us inputs. Can't use get nodes but absolute paths from outside. Nothing is trying to do that. Antics. NPC ship AI. We've had NPC ship AI. Okay, but it's broken. It's not necessarily broken. Unfinished is the word. Where's it getting that kick from? Oh my god, how do I wish I could like revert. I hate having to like, if I want, I need to like no longer make it editable. Which reverts it back to its default. But then if I want to then change ship systems, I have to edit it. But look, the AI of this doesn't have Oh no, that one. That one's fine. Okay. Yeah, on ready, it's still saying that time value is 0 on 2 of the ships. Wait, why did that change? AI tick rates, default value is 2.5. I didn't override it. It has a revert. NPC shield, it's fine. Yeah, I don't see the AI not being defined. The default is 1 second. Wait, now the shield says that the shield is set to shield timer is set to 0, and it's not. And it is. Yeah, 4, 100. Do a little bit of refactoring. And then tomorrow, that's going to be the goal of tomorrow anyways, to get the ship departing, okay? Risotto aligns, which is nice. Boom. And then we want it leaving. But so we know it's in gravity now, and when it leaves gravity, it's actually correctly being set, which is good. So it has a departure path, and it wants to go back to the station so it can do its thing. Alright guys, it is 11. I'm gonna get ready to raid someone, and deployment's looking good. Tomorrow we'll fix the ships, and everything else we'll get ready for the... Yeah, I want to get some engine trail effects happening as well for engines, so we can easier track the ships. Yeah, let's go find someone to raid. Tomorrow's stream I'll probably be streaming on the second PC as well, so I just gotta do the networking for that tomorrow. And once again, if you guys are interested in the project I'm working on, check out our Discord. Look at the Patreon. Really? Is the bot down again? Is it because I logged in at a Streamlabs? Yeah, I wonder why it turns off every now and then. There we go. Alright, who are we gonna go raid? JD. You're back. We're just about to raid someone. Let's do this person. Oh no. Well, it was good. I've accomplished what I need to. And just remind everyone, you know, if you're interested, make sure you guys are on the Discord again. And feel free to check out the Patreon. $5 gives you access to the builds and is the best way to help the stream. Is that $5 tier. And we will see you guys tomorrow where we fix the actual ship AI. And we'll be streaming on the new computer that I just set up, which is now working. So I got to move over my scenes tomorrow after work and rewire another Cat 6 cable behind the desk and get it kind of organized. So once I get all the OBS settings moved and install the Stream Deck plugin. Oh yeah, because that's going to be a thing. Anyway, that'll give us a little bit more RAM, and we can still run a build on the Stream PC.
It's already done. Oh? What's good, Ravier? Thanks for the raid. Thank you. Thank you, you lovely friends. Make yourself comfortable. Just work on emotional art forms in the crowd. If the art sucks, just know I'm a programmer. But also, it doesn't suck. I think it's a great time. Also, welcome to the I'm either going to switch fully to Godot. I'm a 3D artist work on a space game. Ooh! 3D artist on a space game. If you have anything to show, feel free to post links. 1 second, let me try to... I could stream the audio directly here, but I kind of dig the CRT sound. I feel like it makes us feel like we're going back in time. There's something about it, man. But yeah, my game's too far along to switch to Godot. And I started writing my own game engine somewhat recently. As just a fun learning experience, but the more I work on it, the more I kind of want to... The more I entertain this intrusive thought of being like, you know what? What if I did make my own game engine? What if he made a game in my own game engine? Oh, let's see. Happened and did it anyways. You're a brave person. You're a brave person. I respect you. Ooh, oh, this is hype. This is super realistic. Come on. Oh, this is in Godot too. Oh yeah. I love digging the rendering.